you have to remember, in 1997, China didn't exist. In 1997, ASEAN and to a lesser extent Korea and to some extent Taiwan were the only places which were really emerging markets. If you remember, Russia was just coming through, and that's why there was a Russian crisis just preceding Asia-Pacific crisis. Latin America had their own crisis back in 1980s, early 90s, so they already had their tequila crisis and everything else. Yeah. So when you say a lot of places in Asia didn't feel it, well, the only places that actually were in existence back then were Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea. Those were the markets.
What are those problems fixed today? I mean,
they're never fixed. When people say,
what do you mean they're not fixed?
Well,
fiscal response. I mean, fiscal behavior and current account balances are really different today.
Yeah, but the challenges every time are different. In other words, when you prepare for 1997 in 2017, you're fighting the past battles. You're not fighting the future battles. Things are never the same. They never go through the same cycle. This time around, it's far more insidious for emerging markets compared to 97. 97 was really a heart attack. And so long as you took the medicine, so long as you sort of recuperated, you could run very quickly again. This time around, it's much more chronic disease that we have across emerging markets and Asia included.
Chronic disease being what?
Inability to progress forward, inability to grow, inability to create middle class, inability to lower income and wealth inequality, lack of trading opportunities the way you had back in 90s and 2000s, lack of the same degree of liquidity as you used to have. A lot of liquidity these days are central bank driven. Back then, they were driven by private sector. Yeah. So environment is completely different to 1997. So when people say countries are safer because they are not running the same current account deficits and the same fiscal deficits, they're fighting past battles.